Everyone, RemanX here with a brand new video talking about the Skilled Military rework. And did Skillitary 2.0 live up to the expectations, or did they fall short? Well, I'm going to tell you guys something. We're going to have some special footage that'll showcase something unique, and we're going to go over these new kits and what it means, and just an overall design notes here. So let's talk a little bit about it. You guys were right. They kind of let us in on it that basically this was going to be Black Widow's team, and we're going to see what happens when they added her to the team here. So Punisher. Now, this is the big difference in a lot of these kits, is mostly that where it says 3 or more skill, transfer 1 positive, excluding taunt, stealth, evade from primary target to self. They just excluded taunt now, and they also are talking about, okay, that you no longer have to have 3 or more. Okay, so it'll always transfer to skilled military allies. Okay. And then the war damage on this with the ultimate is the same here. But it just showcases so it's easier to read. All right, with the 3 or more, it no longer needs the 3 or more. This way, if you lose a character, it doesn't make a difference. Now, Killmonger here, same scenario. They changed the wording here. Okay, and so they added Black Widow. So they added military. So what does that do? Okay. Yeah, she'll stealth when she's performing a counterattack, so you know that she's already been called for some of the counters on some of the other kits here. We'll get into it in a minute. Okay. So her special now gains stealth for 2 turns and clear all negative effects for self. And Avenger and skilled military allies apply speed up to self, shield, Avenger, and skilled military allies. So this is a big deal. And then she has the chance for the 2-turn speed up. Again, still something that we may see a new tier 4 on. Now the ultimate here. Okay. All right. So now Red Guardian Lana always chained to 3 targets. Okay. Transfer 1 positive effect, excluding taunt, from my primary target to self and all skilled military allies. That's huge. That's huge. So now her ultimate now has the skilled military feature and will always work with the team. Now, gain 50% speed. This is applied after any character has taken a turn. So it's just the assist now part. So she's on the team. And it makes sense, right? This was what it was designed to do. They were supposed to be her movie team. So now that Skillitary's out, we're going to talk about what I think the team's going to look like, and we'll have some footage to kind of showcase for you. All right. So transfer 1 positive effect, excluding taunt, from primary target to self. That's the same here, but her special. And this is what you asked for. This is the feedback that you guys gave to the envoys to have passed up the chain here. This is an impact you guys had in the game right away. Was this attack can no longer be blocked. This is important. So that special can no longer be blocked, which means that that random chance of having it get resisted through block on a character like, I don't know, Strife is no longer an issue. And it also helps with on war defense. More importantly, it's going to help with the team that they probably can beat coming up the road here. All right, on offense up, gain stealth while this character is stealth. Yeah, we all know this, the ultimate, right? Okay. This looks like it was there is a there's a passive here. It looks like it just got clipped out by the page here. So more importantly, if this character has speed up, all skilled military allies gain plus 100% accuracy. This is huge. This is huge. Means they can't be blinded. So you guys are already probably thinking about, wait a minute, Rem, that means they can probably counter some teams they didn't used to counter? And more importantly, will they be able to, I don't know, blow up that BH 2.0 Doom team? Well, stay tuned. We'll do that in the channel later on too. All right, lower crit chance for all enemies, lower the chance to assist on non-attack abilities. So basically, we were kind of built as a potential merc killer. Well, we'll have to see what happens. And then obviously here, there's he now applies defense up to 2 turns for self and all skill military allies on spawn. That's a big deal. So when teams are going faster than they are, they're not taking insurmountable damage, and they're able to recover with the way that this now works. So, all right, Merc Soldier got some love, guys. So Merc Soldier's passive was already off the hook good for this team, but now it changes to gain additional plus 40% and 50% max damage. Skill military allies gain plus 50% max health. Military allies gain plus 40% damage. Going up from 20 to 50. From 30 to 40 and more. Yeah. Pretty darn good, guys. This is a big deal. So he is still that stat stick that's going to be brought to the squad. All right. So the moment you guys have all been waiting for, we're going to showcase them against the movie villain team. And so I want to thank the team for bringing this footage. We asked for this footage specifically for you guys because we wanted to showcase them against a common war defense team. And so you guys are like, oh man, but what about Killmonger? I want to put Killmonger on a team. Do you though? Do you? What about your wave 1? Okay. Probably going to be able to slot your wave 1 into some additional teams, some more theory crafting. The idea is you have a lot more flexibility. Don't panic, because we know that the favorite defense for mercenaries is featuring him on the mercenary team. Okay, so this is where it typically went badly, right? So the old team, when they were blind, it was pretty much game over, right? That was the end of the team. 3 characters with blind, especially if they were high profile, they weren't getting things done. They were high damage. Now it's game over. So lights out, they're just going to start doing insane amounts of damage here. And I know. There was a couple different options for playing. You could have disrupted, Merc Riot Guard, but it is what it is. Everybody's going to be saying that in the comments. That's okay. Like you've never misplayed. So basically you take out the effectiveness of this team with the bonus health, their bonus damage, stealing buffs. It's absolutely a smorgasbord of destruction. Yeah, I said smorgasbord. Look it up. And this is the team we wish they were when they were launched. So if you guys built this team, have this team ready to go, you guys are not going to be disappointed. And more importantly, this is probably the future for merc counters. Now, the reason why I'm saying that this is probably has some potential is you don't necessarily have to bring up all the characters. And you might have already brought up Red Guardian for this. And you might have already brought up Black Widow for specifically the DD4 because of her value there. You may already have pieces of this puzzle. The mercenary, the mercenary soldier really is only giving the team the bonus damage. So with his T4, which you may have already invested in, they'll get some work done. Now the question is, do you really want to invest these T4s to have another effective merc killer? Well, that's up to you. Remember, this team can already challenge wave 1 at high levels. So this is probably a very, very, very tough choice to build with this patch. We're talking about the fact that there's 2 skill characters, 2, Kestrel and Colleen Wing. And so the idea is Will these guys solve the Doom raid for you? And the answer is yeah. You can now flex in Black Widow with Red Guardian because of the fact she can now add those bleeds out, and she'll be able to pop those buffs on assist and be able to clear things like blind. So this is going to be important. Definitely some flexibility now with the skill lane. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to be showcasing this team in war. I've got them almost built up. I've got them with some T4s. Remember, I do things so you don't have to. And yeah, I wasted a few T4s on this team. Hopefully we'll see where Yelena becomes farmable. And I do know that Scopely learned a lot about this from this team, as you can see from the next 3 releases. Now, the new patch. They've all felt enjoyable and fun. So we'll talk about it soon.